Basketball fans remember the best players not only for their awesome plays on the court, but also for their memorable nicknames.
Donovan Mitchel. Throws it down on the key.
These superstars also build their brands around their nicknames, especially when they have their own endorsement deals and signature sneakers. Of course, some nicknames are better than others, while others tend to be less than ideal. Whatever the case, let's look at how these modern NBA players got their nicknames. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards is one of the fastest rising players in the league. In just 4 seasons, he's become a household name, leading one of the best teams in the league in the playoffs.
Tap, another turnover for Utah. Edwards gets it back!
But he's also known for his nickname, Ant-Man. Of course, we know that Ant-Man is an equally popular character in Marvel Comics because of his ability to either shrink or grow his size. In Edwards' case, however, he tends to become bigger during the playoffs, dominating his way through tough Western Conference teams. But he didn't get his nickname because of his basketball skills. In fact, he got his nickname from his father. No, we're not talking about Michael Jordan, but his actual dad. Ant's dad started calling him Ant-Man when he was just a child and well before he started showing superhero-like abilities on the court. It's just perfect that he became a real-life superhero on the hardwood floor. Luka Doncic, Luka Magic. When he's out on the court, Luka Doncic looks like he's going to bust out a magic trick. He's been doing that since he was a young teenager because basketball looks natural to Doncic and his ability to do spectacular things when the ball is in his hands. And that's why fans often remember him for his nickname, Luka Magic.
Got it from Klay, again late in the clock, in desperation.
But Doncic got his nickname not because he can pass the ball like Magic Johnson. Of course, he doesn't play for the Magic. Instead, he got the name from Mark Followill, the Dallas Mavericks' longtime play-by-play commentator. He first started calling Doncic Luka Magic during the Phenomenal Guard's rookie season because the Slovenian sensation can't help but do magical things when he's dominating opposing teams with his scoring and playmaking. And he does it in such an effortless way, as if he's capable of magic. Nikola Jokic, the Joker. The 3-time MVP is one of the most accomplished centers in the history of the NBA, despite the fact that he got drafted in the 2nd round during a Taco Bell commercial. Nikola Jokic is known for his triple-doubles and dominant plays on the court, but he's also known by his nickname, the Joker. But the truth is that Jokic isn't the funniest guy on the court. Sure, he can bust out a joke every now and then to entertain his teammates and the media, but he's mostly a stoic big guy who doesn't show a lot of emotion.
Jokic collects it behind the back.
So, how did he turn out to be the Joker? Well, Jokic got his nickname from Mike Miller, who played his final 2 years in the NBA with the Denver Nuggets. He struggled with Jokic's pronunciation, so instead of calling him by his actual name, Miller started calling Jokic the Joker. And the name just got stuck with the big guy on his way to 3 MVPs and a championship. Donovan Mitchel, Spida. Donovan Mitchel is one of the most electrifying scorers in the NBA. He entered the league with all the athleticism in the world, but has now developed into a complete scorer at the guard position. He's also called Spida,
Turnover, and it's a live ball for Mitchel.
which is perfect for his playing style because he's crafty, elusive, and downright explosive. But Mitchel got his nickname very early in his career. When he was just a young boy, he was playing in a youth league, surprising everyone in the building with his athleticism and defensive abilities. He was such a pest on the defensive end because he was getting his hands in the passing lanes and stealing the ball from different angles. One of the parents watching him commented that he was a Spida out there on the court. The nickname got stuck with him, and it's perfect for Mitchel because he can be a defensive pest with his 6'10" wingspan at just 6'3". Kevin Durant, Slim Reaper. Kevin Durant is one of the greatest scorers in the world and is known for many nicknames. He's called KD and Durantula. But the one nickname that fans love the most is Slim Reaper, which perfectly embodies the kind of player that he is out on the court. He's had this nickname for a long time, but it took a while before someone had the guts to ask KD how he got his name. In a segment with The Boardroom on Twitter, or X, KD revealed the true reason why he's called the Slim Reaper. And it's really simple. He said that he's slim and he does his work at night. It's the most KD-like answer you're ever going to get. But it's more than just a nickname because it embodies the way he plays. He's slender and long, but plays with a deadly level of precision. KD buries his opponents with his unstoppable scoring, kinda like what the Grim Reaper does to people. James Harden, the Beard. He's had an incredible Hall of Fame career because he's still one of the most anomalous offensive players in league history. James Harden is already on the older side of things, and he's no longer capable of playing at a superstar level. But the one thing that's remained constant with him is his iconic beard. The iconic beard is why James Harden is called the Beard. No one knows when he got this nickname or who gave it to him, but we do know that he's had that nickname since his OKC Thunder years.
For 3, yes!
It was during his third season with the Thunder that he became a household name and one of the most recognizable players in the league because of the beard. So it's likely that people started calling him the Beard during the 2011-12 season, and he's never shaved it ever since because it's probably where he gets his basketball skills, just like how Samson got his strength from his hair. Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, Splash Brothers. Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson have their own nicknames, but they're collectively known as the Splash Brothers. This nickname has become a household term in the NBA as Curry and Thompson worked their way to 4 NBA championships with the Golden State Warriors. Of course, we all know why they're called the Splash Brothers. Curry and Thompson have jumpers that are so wet that they always make that splash sound when they're shooting the lights out.
Scoring. They don't have Şengün at center, so they're playing small. Steph with a running one-hander with the right.
But they got this nickname in 2012 when the idea of 2 backcourt players capable of shooting 3-pointers at a high level was very new to the NBA. Brian Witt, a writer for the Golden State Warriors website, started calling them the Splash Brothers in a tweet. The nickname caught fire, ultimately becoming synonymous with one of the greatest backcourts in NBA history. Jimmy Butler, Jimmy G Buckets. We've heard the Michael Jordan comparison when it comes to Jimmy Butler. He may not have Jordan's incredible numbers during the regular seasons, but he takes his game to a new level during the playoffs because he's just so darn competitive. And he knows how to get buckets. Butler's Jimmy G Buckets is a nickname that embodies what he does in the playoffs. For some reason, he just knows how to get buckets against any kind of defense. But he's always been like that, as he's shown his penchant for getting buckets during his earlier days with the Chicago Bulls.
The lob for Butler, he did it!
Butler was playing garbage minutes for the Bulls and showed that he was actually a good scorer. Stacey King, the Bulls play-by-play announcer, saw him making 3 buckets in a row and instantly gave him the nickname Jimmy G Buckets. The G, of course, stands for gets. Russel Westbrook, Russel Westbrick. Russell Westbrook is one of the greatest players in NBA history because he's done so much for the game. He showed what an athletic point guard can do on the court, putting on shows with his dunks and compiling triple-double records that no one thought was possible. It's all because he was arguably the most explosive point guard in league history. Of course, Westbrook has had his fair share of nicknames. He's called Brody, Beastbrook, and Mr. Triple-Double. But the name that has stuck with him in recent years is Westbrick, which isn't the nicest nickname anyone can have. No one knows who started the nickname, but we all know why he's called Westbrick. During his time with the Lakers from 2021 to 2023, he was shooting bricks from the floor because he wasn't making any of his jump shots. People blamed it on the Lakers' lack of spacing, but we all know that Westbrook was never a good shooter his entire career. So when he got older and lost his explosive athleticism, the bricks became more obvious, making it clear that his best days were already behind him. As you can see, some of the best NBA nicknames are quite catchy, but they also hurt a few feelings, especially when rabid fans enter the picture. Then again, the way that a player plays often dictates how the media and the fans coin these nicknames. So if a player wants to get a good nickname, they may want to play a little better.